Hi party people, welcome to Abundant Tarot. For today's pick a card bracelet reading, we're going to be taking a look at some messages from your guides, from the universe, whoever you want it to be from. Whoever you want the message to be from. I think I said that right. I'm leaving it pretty open to who's going to come through, what the message is going to be. I've already pre-shuffled all of the oracle cards for each group. So I kind of know what's going on, but you don't yet. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. It's gonna be pretty open, pretty loose, pretty free flowing. But before we get into that, I want to take a little time to tell you about today's sponsor for our video, Otter Spirit. So we have worked with Otter Spirit before. If you are part of the Bonnet Club, you probably know by now how sick they are and how fun they are. So Otter Spirit is a company that makes crystal like jewelry. They make bracelets, they make necklaces, they make earrings. I've got their bracelets today for our like pile indicators, so I'll show you those when we get to that in a minute. But Otter Spirit is a great company if you are looking for some crystal jewelry. With every bracelet that is ordered from them, they donate $1 to protect otter wildlife, sea otter wildlife. Plus their bracelets come with these neat little cards that I really like. It's one of my favorite parts of getting their jewelry, is that their little cards will come with a like affirmation and then an intention, zodiac signs, and chakras associated with it as well. And they're really sturdy, so you can keep them so you can know which bracelet does what as you grow your collection. The bracelets that we have today are actually part of their new Halloween collection, which is really, really neat. They have this bracelet trio pack of Unakite, orange calcite, and leopard skin jasper for intentions of protection, guidance, and gratitude. If you really like the bracelets as I show them to you for our little pile indicators, there'll be a link down below where you can go check them out for yourself. They have big beads and they have small beads. I'm going to be showing you the ones with big beads just because I like how they feel more. Yeah, you can also use code BETH20 at checkout and get 20% off your order, or if you're making an order over $99, then you can use code BETH30 and get 30% off at checkout. So, big thanks to Otter Spirit for partnering up with us again today, and let's go ahead and get into the pile selection. So, for pile 1, we have this Unakite bracelet. She's pretty, isn't she? And then, I'm gonna keep the little, like, affirmations on the card a secret until we get to the reading, just because I think I feel like they usually tie in pretty well with the reading itself, and I don't want there to be, like, too much, like, sway, like, well, that one's really good, so I'm gonna pick that one, with the, like, affirmations. We can just pick off the bracelet. Anyway, I feel like I overcomplicated that. Who cares? Pile 2, we have orange calcite. I really love the, like, orange in this. It's really warm. It almost looks like carnelian. Well, it's calcite. Yeah, so that's pile 2. And then pile 3 is the leopard skin jasper. So, take all the time you need to see which group you are vibing with and feeling the most, and I'll go ahead and see you in your reading. For pile 1, if you chose the Unakite bracelet, I'll put this bad boy on. This is going to be random. So, for your little affirmation, we have, I find joy in each moment. Slay. And then the intention with this one is healing. Zodiac signs associated with Unakite are Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, and Virgo, and it's associated with the heart chakra. So, I went ahead and pre-shuffled all of the oracle cards, and then, so I'm just going to do like the 5 of the oracle cards and then get like 5 or 6 tarot, and we'll just see what comes through for what message your guides have for you. So first we have Venus with love, and the keywords here are beauty, romance, Friday, Taurus/Libra, courtship, aesthetics, sex appeal, affection, sensuality, values, pleasure, grace, gratitude, inspiration, and self-worth. And then we have work with effort, career focused, and starting over. And then we have Fairy Child. It gets better. Can you see that? It's kind of bright. And then Dragon. Swag. Actually, I'll put that over here. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then let's go to get shuffling for the tarot cards. What messages do you have for... I'm recording this kind of late at night. It's 11:40 p.m. Hey. So sometimes there's like really loud cars, which is obnoxious, but sorry if you get to hear them. So what messages do we have for pile 1? We have the Page of Cups, 4 of Wands, King of Wands. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, and can I get one more? The Moon, with the 3 of Cups on the bottom. Yeah. I find joy in each moment. Yeah. I think maybe the message here is to like this is like a really straightforward way of saying this, but like to get better at doing that. Like, work is great. Being like diligent and really like regimented is really great and very necessary with like, hey, the world that we live in. But make sure you're not neglecting your like childhood whimsy, the fun that you're having in life, the ways that you want to explore and like be imaginative and be silly and be playful and like find celebration in things. Like, being put together is awesome. Having routine is great. Being driven to be successful is necessary again. But like the overall message here is to make sure that you're also prioritizing having fun, seeing friends, going out with friends. There's the Knight of Wands. Being playful, being again imaginative. Like, incorporate more, like if you want to stay in a routine, because for a lot of people routine's really helpful, right? So if you find that routine is helpful for you and you want to keep doing that, then just find ways of incorporating that playfulness and that like, I guess, childlike wonder it more into your routine. So that could be through incorporating different hobbies into your routine or making things more like fun, playful, whimsical, like at your office desk, you know? What's an example? Like, I have this cute little like cloud lamp and she's winking. That's cute, that's whimsical. Getting little like, what else? Shit. Oh! No, come here. You could get little stuffies. They're so soft for your desk. Little like find ways of incorporating the things you love. Like, there's a little Hello Kitty. I'm sorry if that was loud. It's right next to my camera. Sorry, diva. But like, find ways of allowing yourself to be more silly and allowing yourself to be more playful and allowing like life to not feel so dull. And with like the It Gets Better card, if you want things to get better, if you want things to be more fun in your life, then like 11:44 on the clock. That's your job. That's up to you. It's not like, of course there's going to be ways for playfulness and whimsy and fun to find you, but if you don't try to find it 2, then if it gets a little lost along the way without any help from you, it's just going to take longer, and it's not going to come around, like, it's not going to have the opportunity to come around as often as you might like it to. Yeah. Like, this is, I don't know if this is heavy or a lot, but like, when did you abandon your dreams? When did you, that sounds like intense, but with the moon and like the Knight of Pentacles, like, when did things start to feel like too far-fetched? Or when did you feel like you had to have this separation between playfulness and just responsibility? Like, responsibility can be fun if you make it fun, you know? There's an example coming through that one of my favorite readers, Tarot, mentioned one time in one of her readings. I don't know which one because I've watched them all. But it was something where she was talking about making responsibility more fun as well. Similar vibe. By, like, she said something along the lines of like dressing up to clean your house, and the vibe of it, I can't remember her exact words, but the vibe of it was like, and pretend you're like Cinderella or something cleaning the house, and you can be dramatic about it and you can be silly with it, but like you can put on a little like apron or something and like put a little like bandana or whatever in your hair, and then suddenly you're Cinderella, and you can groan about having 2 stepsisters who are really freaking mean and a stepmother who's maybe evil incarnate, but you're cleaning along the way, and you can like fully immerse yourself by listening to music. Like, there's ways to make responsibility fun. You just have to, you do have to go out of your way to do that and to make it fun. Example. It's got bears on it, dude, and it lights up. There's ways to make it fun. You just have to find it. Yeah, like you can find ideas online or whatever, you know? And you don't have to spend money to do it either. That's when you get to be creative. Flex your brain power, your brain muscles. Yeah. And then I also think that's a way to like, excuse me, I had dinner not too long ago, so I apologize if my little burpee. With like Venus here, I think that's also a way for you to show love to yourself by giving yourself ways to show up in a playful manner. Take a shot every time I say playful. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I think your guides just see you stressing yourself out and not having fun. Or not having as much fun as you could be. And they want you to, like, enjoy life more, you know? Especially if you, as a kid, were very imaginative, and then society made you have to like stifle that and grow up. Girl, fuck that. You can be a grown-up and still play pretend, you know? Like, that's how we get writers. That's how we get authors, new stories, stuff like that, you know? Like, maladaptive daydreaming doesn't have to be maladaptive if you use it to your benefit. You know? Yeah. And give yourself more of a break. I know that's like easier said than done. But also don't beat yourself up for like taking things really seriously or not having time to devote to having more fun or like letting loose or like being more stress-free, you know, because sometimes life happens and things get really stressful and things are really intense and like not fun for a bit. But just make sure that eventually you find your way back to joy and back to fun through giving yourself ways to incorporate that into your daily life. Yeah. Yeah, give yourself more of a break. And don't feel like this needs to be like a 0 to 100 thing either. It can be something that you slowly incorporate over time. It's going to be something that you experiment with. It's like, don't allow yourself to be a perfectionist about this, because that's not the point. That's not the point. The point is to experiment, to have fun, to try things, to get things wrong, and then get things right, you know? Yeah. Tap in more with your imagination and see what it can give you, especially if you do want to like be a writer, just because there is this typewriter here. What does it say? Today I am rebuilding from the ground up. Good for you, princess. Princess? I say diva. Princess? Okay. That too. We're divas and princesses here, regardless of gender. Unless you want to not be a princess, in which then you're an icon and a legend. Yeah. I was going somewhere with that. Especially if you are a writer. Then like, if it's fiction, yeah, you're gonna need your imagination for that. Like go buck wild with it. Go crazy. Go stupid. Whereas if it's like nonfiction, you still need imagination for that, to put the words together. Maybe that's a reach. I don't really care. Yeah. Oh, princess. Can you even see that, brother? Princess. Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, I think that's all I have for you. This is a really like short, straightforward reading. That's kind of what I was going for. I wanted things to be very to the point, and I don't want to like stretch a reading out just for like a time limit. I don't really care about that. A message is a message, regardless if it's like 13, 14 minutes long or 30 minutes long. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, slay. I think that's all I have for you. Gnarly! Cool. So, yeah, thanks for joining me for your reading. I really, really appreciate it. Feel free to check out these decks. I made them, the Bone Dead Tarot and the Childlike Oracle. They are 20% off for the month of October, because I love October. That's literally it. That's why they're 20% off. Happy Halloween! So you can go check those out if you want to, if you like them. Yeah, they're 20% off. They are linked down below on my website. You can also check out my Patreon. I post exclusive pick a card readings there. There's tarot education content, extendeds for the readings I post over on TikTok, voting power for the readings I post here on YouTube, tarot spreads, then top tier you get a personal reading every month. You can also like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading. If you enjoy how I read, you can join the Bone Dead Club. We have fun here. It's a great time. We party. We nap. It's fantastic. Yeah, you can also book a personal reading if you want to. Those will also be linked down below. And you can follow me over on TikTok and Instagram at Bone Dead Tarot. I post readings there, like card of the day, and silly little like tarot skits. They're not really skits. They're just like silly, funny things. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you. So, thanks for joining me for your reading. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or night whenever you're watching. Bye. Hip L 2 if you chose the orange calcite, or no, shit, orange aventurine, haha, my god, bracelet. I think I said that wrong in the intro too. That's fine. Sometimes I'm wrong. Then this is gonna be your reading. Yay! So, for your special fancy little card, your affirmation, that's what it's called, is I embrace joy and limitless possibilities with the intention of prosperity. And zodiac signs that orange aventurine is related to are Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. Chill. Those are all like in the same, like, for months. Anyway, and the sacral chakra. Whee! So, I already have your oracle cards pre-shuffled. And these are like pretty short readings. They're gonna be like 15 minutes long or something like that, just because that's how long they want to be. And they're really straightforward and to the point. So let's go ahead and head right on into it and see what message your guides have for you. So first we have Mercury with thoughts. Intellect, communication, Gemini/Virgo. Wednesday, agility, mentality, information, perception, memory, travel, transportation, education, and research. And then we have commitment, deeper level, engagement, and marriage. And then we have mommy, defeat. Can you see that? And treadmill. I want to switch these actually. Okay. And then let's go ahead and pull some tarot. And then we'll get into that message. So, what message do Pilot's guides have for them? What message do you have for Pilot? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Four of Swords, and Judgment, with the Seven of Cups on the bottom. Okay, cool. With like the Four of Swords and treadmill, and defeat, I think one of the main, I think there's probably gonna be like a few messages in here, but I think one of the main ones is know when you're on the brink of burnout and don't keep going just because, like, if you're on the brink of burnout, then stop, rest, like take a minute, and if you're unable to, then like do your best to find time, like a handful of minutes in a day, if that's all you have, just to like rest and be with yourself and be still and be silent. Even if that's just like between like you're getting home from work and then like going inside, you know, like taking 5 minutes just in your car, like in the driveway, in the garage, and just like sitting with yourself and like closing your eyes, like taking 5 minutes, like not even like a power nap, but like just rest, little siesta, you know, because I think you might be kind of close to burnout. Some of you, at least, because especially if you're feeling like very foggy brained, very like murky in the head, I think that could be one of the reasons why. For others of you, I think that's one message for some of you. For others of you, I think the message is going to be, if you have a like moment of inspiration, please, 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 please jot it down immediately. Like, do something about it immediately, so that it doesn't like run away from you. And because you're getting these little, like, I want to call them moments of divine inspiration for a reason. You're supposed to do something with them. They are like I do think it is a channeled kind of thing for most of you. For some of you, if, just like with the mommy card, like if you have a mother who has passed on, I think she probably likes to act as a guide for you in this life. And especially if you were like very creative as a child and like silly and playful and whimsical and like everything was a game and everything was fun, then, you know, you grew up and now you're an adult and now you're like, I think it's almost like you get these moments of like, oh, that's like a really good idea, or like, oh, that'd be like a really good like drawing or like painting or beat of music, you know, whatever, and then you don't act on it. It sounds like, I think she gets like sad because now you're like an adult, and it's just, yeah, especially because we have the Queen of Pentacles in the middle, like mother's mothering. I think like it's like, damn, like everyone grows up, but you're still her baby, so she wants to see you tap into that more, just so that you can like be yourself still and not just be adult. Yeah, it's almost like she's not well, maybe scolding you for it a little bit. I was gonna say not scolding you, and then it was like, yes, I am. Yeah. That's fun. I think it's just committing to yourself and committing to your own ideas and placing them in the real world, is the main message from your guide here. I guess singular one. Not plural. Guide, singular. Yeah, because I think you need to just like stretch your creative muscles more. I was gonna say bones. Hey, we don't stretch bones. We don't do that here. If you do that, you break them. We're gonna stretch our creative muscles. Yeah, because I really do think that like with Judgment, like I do think it is kind of a divine thing coming through, and you just need to do more with it. Otherwise, like yes, you're gonna keep getting hit with inspiration until you finally do something with it, but it's not gonna be the same every time. Like, I don't know, like find like 2 seconds to just like jot it into your phone real quick, or just like put it in your notes app, especially if it's like for example, oh, I like to write poetry, and so if I like get like a line or something and I don't write it down, then that's, you know, a poem lost or something, or like a stanza lost or whatever. Do more with your creative abilities. You have them. You're a very creative person. Humans are inherently like creative beings. Like, that's the whole idea, right? We're here to create. We just also happen to live in a society where we gotta pay rent and everything, and we gotta do things to do that. So just tap more into that like human nature you got, and make it a commitment with yourself to tap into that and show up for yourself more often, so that you're not feeling like, boo, like I'm just subjected to life and life is happening to me and I just have to do it. You know, I hope this makes sense. Girl, I hope this makes sense. Yeah. Especially if you are like, this happens to me sometimes where I'll be like laying down and I'm like trying to go to sleep or like about to fall asleep, and then I'm like, oh no, I gotta get up, I have an idea, I have to do it. Oh, I gotta write this in my phone. My phone's gonna do the blue light thing and wake me up. No, but I gotta get this idea out. It's fine, it's worth it if I squint hard enough, maybe it'll be fine. Especially if that's you. And you're like this close to being asleep, and then, hey, idea, your brain's finally like resting, your body's resting, stuff's allowed to come in now. Now you gotta write it down and then we can work on it tomorrow. Yeah, it's making me think like there's this trend going on artist TikTok, where it's like just get it out, get it down, and then you can refine it later. And so artists will share like the beginning sketch of their artwork or something, and then they'll put, and then like it's like a slideshow thing, and then you swipe and then you're like, oh, and that's the finished piece. Like, yeah, like they got the idea out, like just get the idea out, you can make it good later. That just get it out there. Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else? I think that's it. I embrace joy and limitless possibilities. Like, I think that makes sense for this message. I think that's all I got for you, diva. Period. Cool. Well, hey. Slay. Feel free to check out my tarot deck and my oracle deck. I made them. They're 20% off for the month of October, because I love October. Happy Halloween. 20% off the decks. Yeah, those will be linked down below if you want to check them out. You can also book a personal reading if you want to. That'll be linked down below as well. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this reading, enjoy how I read. Would love to have you join the Bonded Club. We have fun here. It's a great time. It's a party. Feels like a party every day. Hey, Jessie. You can also check out my Patreon. That'll be linked down below. I post exclusive pick a card readings on there every month. Tarot education content, extended readings to the readings I post on TikTok, voting power for those pick a card readings and for the readings I do here on YouTube, tarot spreads, and then the top tier you get a personal reading included every month as well. Yeah, and then you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Bonded Tarot. I post readings, I do card of the day, and then silly little like tarot haha funny vids stuff. They're fun. But yeah, that's all I have for you. So thanks for joining me for your reading. Thanks for trusting me to read for you. I appreciate it. I hope everything goes well for you. This resonated and made sense. And I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or night whenever you're watching. Bye. Hi pile 3, if you chose the leopard skin Jasper bracelet, then this is gonna be reading. Put that bad boy on. So for your affirmation, we have I stay strong through life's changes. The intention here is strength, and the zodiac signs, both, associated with leopard skin Jasper are Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, and Virgo, and it's related to the root and heart chakras. So I already went ahead and pre-shuffled all of the oracle cards we're going to be using, and then we're also going to get like 5 tarot cards, get into it. So let's go ahead and hop right on into the oracle cards. So first we have Libra with the Mediator. fair, people pleaser, balanced, sociable, sensible, diplomatic, polished, easygoing, fickle, indecisive, harmonious, self-indulgence, and ruler of the 7th house. We also have goodbye with breakup, separation, and release. If you can see, there. I'll put that there. And then we have risky business, which is a movie apparently. I didn't know that when I made this card. Change and war. Yeah, I'm gonna switch those two. And that. Wow, okay. It's all gotta switch around and flip flop. Okay, and then let's get into the tarot. So, what messages does Pile 3's guides have for Pile 3? Page of Pentacles. The beginning. In the beginning. Ah, the 10 of Cups. Hello. Ace of Wands. One more, please. 3 of Cups with the 4 of Swords on the bottom. Pacha! 2 of Pentacles in the middle. And my wrist itches. Okay, cool. No, 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 no. I forget that's actually like a really depressing song. What was I made for? I just know the cat version of it. Oops. So, where do I want to start? You know what's so interesting? We have goodbye here with like breakup, separation, release, you know, it's an ending. But then we have the beginning. So, I feel like, oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, my cat made a weird noise. Are you okay? Or are you just like cleaning yourself? I think she's fine. Okay. Sorry about that. Concerned for my cat's well-being. So, this one's kind of specific. If you've been in a spot where you're like, damn, there's a choice I gotta make and something I have to do, but I don't want to because it's gonna upset some people and it's kind of hard to make, and like it's gonna cause a disaster, outrage. First off, I don't think the reaction for most of you is gonna be that intense, that level of like, you know, I think it's probably gonna be more tame than you're expecting. However, if the choice you have to make is ending something, it could literally be breaking up with someone, it could be like moving jobs, it could like the end of something, the end of a chapter, to go on to something better or something new, or just like this needs to go so that I can be more free because this is weighing me down, this is a lot, this is bleh, boo, not good. Stop putting off the decision to do it because you know what you have to do. So hey diva, just like do it. Just like, easier said than done, of course, but like it's something you're gonna have to do eventually, so why put it off, why procrastinate it? Who's that helping? Embrace the change, embrace the newness. Like, we have the 10 of Cups here and the Ace of Wands and like the 3 of Cups. Like, I don't think the reaction or the outcome is going to be as like scary or like drastic or like devastating as you think it might be. Hey, it's the 10 of Cups. That's like one of the happiest cards in tarot. It's quite literally like emotional, like peak emotional satisfaction. Ace of Wands is like creativity, like inspiration, like, oh, it's fresh, it's new, it's like ooh ah. And then 3 of Cups is like, I'm hanging out with my friends having a good time, we're having a blast together, we're going to the club, we're gonna go dance. So I feel like whatever you need to change, whatever you need to let go of, I think we should do that. I think it's about time, perhaps, to say adios. And then something fresh comes in, we say hola. You like my Spanish? I'm really good at it. No, I'm not. Yeah, like 2 of Pentacles in the middle, and then the 4 of Pentacles. Holding on. And then the Devil. Holding on out of fear, holding on out of like codependency. Like the Devil also talks about like addiction, but I think in this sense it could be, for some of you maybe it is like, I have to quit this thing because it's ruining my health. In which case, yeah, do it. Like get your, if it's like cigarettes or like vaping, get your little nicotine patches, and let's hop on that horse. But also, I think it's more so probably like addiction in terms of the sense, oh fuck, I was going somewhere with this. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Hey! I think I lost it. I don't think it's here anymore, so I'm sorry about that. It disappeared. But like staying still, staying stuck, holding on to things, knowing eventually one's gonna have to go, putting off that decision, like if you need to, give yourself a moment. And then there's the Knight, yeah, of Pentacles. Give yourself a moment to like rest and to see, you know, like okay, this is something that's gotta happen, like to mentally prepare yourself for it, to prep for it. But like the time for procrastination is over, you know, like maybe we've been procrastinating for too long. I stay strong through life's changes, and then we have change. Like I think you'll be good. I think you'll be okay. If anything, I think this change is going to free up a lot of space for goodness, for newness, for freshness, for happiness, for new opportunities to come in and roll in and give you a richer life, a fuller life that feels good to live without something constantly looming over you, waiting for you to acknowledge the elephant in the room, you know? Like, sure, maybe with like war here, maybe it'll like beat you up a little bit and you'll need to have some moments to heal from it. But I don't think it's like, we don't have the Tower here. We don't have the Death card here. Whatever the change is, it's not so drastic to be like violently life-changing. It is subtle. I think it's going to be soft. I think it's going to be pleasant. And I think it's going to feel really good. You just have to embrace it, and you just have to do it. Like, your guides, I think, here are really like just pushing for you to stop sitting in this like limbo energy, because the fear of doing like risky business, the fear of making a wrong decision, the fear of not being able to go back and pick something else, like, I can't go back to my last save point and pick the better option. I just have to live with my choices. Yeah, that's life. Woo! Isn't it fun? Isn't it exhilarating? Because ultimately you'll be fine, and you'll be led to make the right choice for you. And again, I think you know what the right choice here is to make. You could potentially just be overthinking it, but I don't think it's overthinking because we don't have really the cards to indicate that. I think you know the right choice to make. You just gotta do it. Yeah. That's where that like Libra energy is coming in with like people pleaser. Let's see, fickle, indecisive, polished. I think the polished comes in maybe like perfectionistic tendencies, like if I don't make the right choice then everything's gonna be ruined. No, you'll make the right choice because you're being led you are pulled towards one choice over another for a reason. You just have to trust yourself and your intuition. Trust that your guides are helping you to make the right decision. You're being pushed in that direction for a reason. You just have to embrace it. Yeah. And I like, who knows? Page of Pentacles, like you'll learn a thing or two about yourself. And about, you know, like what you're capable of and what you like and what you don't like and like what works and what doesn't work for you. And then you'll be able to use those skills in the future, and it'll set you up for success in the future too, and it'll be great. It's a win-win outcome. It's great. Whee! This is quite literally like a, just do it, you'll be fine, I promise. Like, that's it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's all I have for you. It's really direct, straightforward, to the point. All of these readings have been. They've been like max like 15 minutes. Cool. That's all I got for you. So, feel free to check out my tarot deck that I made, the Bona Tarot, that's what we've been using, and the Oracle deck I made, the Childlike one's Oracle. They're both on sale for 20% off for the month of October, because I love Halloween, so deck sale. Whee! You can also book a personal reading with me if you want to. That'll be linked down below as well. If you feel called to, you can check out the Patreon. I post exclusive pick a card readings there every month, tarot education content, extended readings to the readings I post over on TikTok, voting power for the readings I post here on YouTube, and of course the ones on Patreon, tarot spreads, and then the top tier, you get a personal reading every month. Yeah. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. At Bona Tarot. I post fun little like silly tarot stuff on there, and then readings and like card of the day kind of stuff. Yeah, you can also comment. Well, you can also like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this reading, enjoy how I read. If you want to join the Bona Club, we have fun here. It's a party. We enjoy ourselves. Slay. That's all I have for you. That's my spiel. So, yeah. Thanks again for joining me for your reading. Thanks for trusting me to read for you. I really, really appreciate it. I hope everything goes well for you, and I have a good morning, afternoon, or night whenever you're watching. Bye.